Hello. You may have noticed that it's been a bit since I last uploaded. Sorry about that, but I've been doing a lot of important stuff. I've been really out of it from all the fentanyl, completing the mysterious druid's quest that I was given as a child, and of course, evading taxes. So I've been pretty busy with all that normal life and adult business. But all that takes time, and now I have a serious problem. And no, I'm not referring to the fact that I've spent $400 on the Final Fantasy card game in the last month. I can quit whenever I want, I swear. Unlike the fentanyl, which I'm highly addicted to. No, the problem that I have is far worse. Valve decided to cook. Welcome to Deadlock. Deadlock is Valve's new, not-so-secret game, and made rounds about the internet by just giving people free keys to give to their friends, all the while not letting anyone stream or make videos on it. But that embargo on information has been lifted for a while, and this video would have come out far sooner if not for one troubling fact. I can't stop playing it. Every time I boot up this godforsaken game, I think to myself, oh, I'd better record some footage for the video I'm going to make. I should really start writing that script soon. But then I black out, and when I finally wake up, it's 2 a.m., I have work in the morning, and my SSD is full. I have over 700 gigabytes of footage saved from playing, but I'm just finishing the second paragraph of this script. Please fucking help. So if that didn't make it clear, Deadlock is really fun. If you are somehow unfamiliar, and how could you possibly be, this game is everywhere. Deadlock is a cursed combination of genres. It's a shooter MOBA. It combines the gameplay that you can only experience while drinking Mountain Dew and eating Doritos with God's greatest and most cruel plight upon this earth, League of Legends, cursed be its name. It may sound like an obvious idea to combine these genres into one game in order to draw a fanbase of the most brain-dead, incompetent teammates on the planet, but this really hasn't been done before. By a good company, at least. But if Valve is good at one thing, it's creating insane ideas and somehow making them work. And if they're bad at one thing, it's counting to 3. Where is the next Portal game, you bastards? The game consists of 2 teams of 6 players duking it out in a fantasy noir version of New York, where you're just as likely to be mugged by some random guy with a Tommy gun as much as you are murdered by a sentient pile of goo using slime magic. The detectives are secretly demons, the robots know quantum physics, your bartender is on fire at all times, and the cops are still going to commit a hate crime against you. So it's basically regular New York. I don't know if I'm just a sucker for old detective movies crossed with fantasy tropes or if Valve is really fucking good at world building, but I love this place. The goal is to destroy the giant floating head located in your opposing team's headquarters, and in order to do that, you'll need to push up 4 lanes, destroying their defenses along the way. If you like MOBAs, I'm so sorry. But also, this will be very familiar to you, as it's pretty much the format for every single one of them. Destroy the enemy turrets, push your lanes, take secondary objectives around the map, and win by blowing up the MacGuffin. On the other hand, everyone watching this video because they saw it was a shooter has likely already left or gone comatose the second they had to start thinking about objectives. This game is a MOBA first and foremost. If you play it like a shooter, you will lose. The easiest way to tell if a player in your game has terminal COD brain is to simply observe them. If they get a few kills early, you might assume that they're good. But if you notice that even when getting those kills, they're down 1,000 souls at 10 minutes, that's a shooter player. This means that they were able to kill their laner only to completely ignore objectives and minions, and therefore completely wasted the time provided to them by that kill. You see, the core of this MOBA is an economy game. And brother, you're looking a lot like South Sudan. Unlike most shooters where kills equal skills, Deadlock's objective-based gameplay rewards not only you, but the whole team when taking objectives, not only providing a ton of souls to everyone, but also providing more slots to buy items. You'll be taking turrets and killing minions all game, and that's because they provide the souls you need to make yourself a threat to national security. You can use these souls to buy items, and every one of them gives a powerful effect as well as stat bonuses. They're separated into 3 categories, each focusing on a certain aspect of your hero. Orange for weapon and attack damage, green for health and survivability, and purple for utility and ability damage. You only get to buy 4 from each category, but as you destroy objectives and get closer to winning, you'll unlock flex slots that allow you to buy more from any category. And these are why shooter brain is so damaging. If you ignore the minions and objectives, you'll be behind in items, and no matter how many headshots you land, any character at full build is going to absolutely wipe the floor with someone who can barely afford rent. The items go absolutely crazy, applying damage over time, boosting melee damage, increasing health and movement speed, teleporting you, making you invincible, or even refreshing your cooldowns are all just the tip of the iceberg, and when you put it all together, the game becomes a lot less TF2 and much more Monopoly while huffing paint fumes. As a MOBA player, I love this. It rewards you for playing carefully while encouraging big plays later, and the fact that you can deny money from the enemy by shooting the souls your minions drop is a really fun and interactive way of laning. I know Dota did it, and no, I'm not going to play it. I'm a League of Legends girly through and through. But if you're playing for kills, you'll likely think the game is completely unbalanced and absurdly unfair, when in actuality you haven't killed a single minion and they have 10,000 more souls than our entire team.
They should push us and like just take fucking the game right here, please.
Let's change the icon.
They have a 50k advantage.
Yeah,
I literally
don't
just
think that
can't
we
fucking move. I don't get it.
I'm not sure if we come back from this, boys. I'm gonna be totally... Uh-oh. The good news is that while learning to manage your savings and doing routine tests on infrastructure will be universally important for everyone, shooter bros are not forgotten. While aim is important, it's not the most pressing thing. I normally suck at shooters, but the hitboxes in Deadlock are about as large as a pyrocynical commission, so I don't struggle too much.
Oh fuck.
Unless you're actively playing with your monitor turned off, like most of my teammates are usually doing, you should hit most of your shots. No, the place where COD players will truly shine is in the movement. Movement tech in this game goes fucking crazy sicko nutty style, and I'm going to be honest, it's probably the part of the game I'm worst at. See these little bars next to your reticle? This is your stamina. Most characters start with 3 of them, and you can get more from specific items. When used, they'll recharge slowly over time, and there are certain actions that will instantly refresh them, like jumping onto one of the zip lines in each lane. But what do they actually do? Well, a little bit of everything, honestly. Dashes, double jumps, air dodges, we've got it all, and all of it uses stamina. There are a lot of movement options in this game that can only be done at a certain speed, like sliding, and the easiest way to increase your speed momentarily is to use those listed options. While it may sound simple at first, you're limited to 1 air dash and 1 double jump before hitting the ground again, and a short delay after each ground dash, so stringing movement together in a way that actually gains you distance while effectively using your limited stamina can be incredibly challenging. I'm just learning it myself, so I'm not a great example, but I've seen people moving in this game like a coked out flying squirrel, and learning to move around the map quickly and efficiently is one of the easiest ways to get better at the game. But all the info so far can apply to every character, so let's talk about what makes Deadlock fun. The game has a ton of characters, and I guarantee that at least one will have a playstyle that you enjoy. As I said before, each team will have 6 players, and only 1 copy of a character can be in each match, so if you see someone on your team, you can guarantee that no one else will be that hero that game, on your team or the other. This lovely cast of characters consists of 21 war criminals as of its release, and Valve actually already added another one while I was writing this script, so there's 22 now. Oh my god, I'm so slow at writing. All of them with incredibly unique and different playstyles, and I honestly love every single one. There are really no bad choices for a main in this game, unless you play Yamato, in which case I hope you get better soon.
And then we weren't.
Thank God.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
No.
She fucking, grapple hooked onto me as I teleported under our guardian. Abrams is a badass demon detective that loves to charge into melee range and lifesteal his opponents in order to be completely unkillable. Infernus stacks up a burning damage over time effect on anyone he shoots, chipping away at them even if they're nowhere near him. Dynamo can stun enemies while healing his team, then ult to lock down everyone near him for huge swings in teamfights. Pocket is a slippery disruptor that can teleport around and apply massive debuffs to a wide area. Wraith is going to hold down mouse 1 until you die, and then proceed to continue holding down mouse 1 until everything near you dies too. And Kelvin, well, Kelvin makes a giant impenetrable sphere that you can grief your fucking team with.
Orb of comedy.
Uh-oh. I believe that you have killed me, my good sir.
I
No.
Orb of comedy.
You might have completely walled me in with 3 opponents, Andrew. Even with just those few examples, you can see how differently everyone plays. And these aren't even that unique when you factor in characters like Ivy, who can pick up teammates and fly them around, or Viscus, who can turn your team into living pinballs and bounce you all over the place. Or you could experience true terror when 7 presses their ultimate, covering a quarter of the map with domain expansion. Fuck you.
Cop ulted.
This
Can you imagine getting pulled over and a
humming
cop
in their
fucking
base.
ult?
Cody.
Yeah, whatever, Cody.
I don't think that there's a single boring character, and holy fuck, their designs are good. Like, seriously, when Valve starts making merch of these guys, I'm going to buy all of it. If I could dress like Pocket every day, I absolutely would. This non-binary motherfucker has so much drip that I'm soaked. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, am I right? And the sound effects are so good. Oh man, Valve's sound design and voice acting is once again on full display here. The little interactions characters have or their one-liners they spout in combat are fantastic, with some of my favorites being from Dynamo, who basically is just a middle-aged dad who doesn't want to fight.
I haven't been this nervous since my dissertation defense. I think this is a real good group of folks. I like our chances. Talon, there's a casserole with your name on it waiting for you when this is over. See what a positive attitude and a limitless supply of ammunition can do? We weren't just a team. We were a family.
All of the voice actors are super good, and the snippets of lore that you get are super interesting. I'm really curious if we'll get comics or anything like TF2 got. Like, seriously, I want to know Pocket's story so bad. God damn, they're so hot. I mean mysterious. They're so mysterious.
I'm becoming more and more like my father. The power in this case is terrifying. I never wanted to spread misery. But it looks like today I have to. My father's gift for my 18th birthday was a bullet to the chest. Today is my chance to say thank you. I didn't come...
But you don't even need voice lines to enjoy the sound of this game. Every noise your character makes is music to the ears. The little sound of fabric on a surface as you slide. The blast behind every shot that really gives it weight. And maybe most importantly, the sound of popping souls. When a soul is confirmed, you get a nice little bubble popping sound effect, which is lovely. So can someone explain how Valve's sound design specifically engineered the most brutal, heart-dropping sound I have ever experienced when a soul is denied? Brother, I try to never miss CS in this game. Not because I know it'll help me win and put me ahead of the enemy laner, but so that I don't need to hear this sound. Every time I hear it, it hurts my soul a little more. Like, goddamn, they didn't have to go so hard with it, but it's certainly good encouragement. All in all, Deadlock is just a really well-made game. The controls are tight, the sounds are good, it has a low skill floor so anyone can enjoy it, but a high skill ceiling for people who want to go absolutely bonkers. The characters and abilities are interesting, and overall it's just fun. Simple as that, it's well put together and very entertaining, and you really can't do much better than that, especially when the price tag is a whopping free. Just go find someone who is invited to the early access and they can send you a key. Go check online, I'm sure that you'll find a wild Redditor that has a spare key for you if you ask nicely. Or, you know, become their Discord kitten for a month. Hold on, is the Goobert's name Slibby Gibble Flippy Flomp? That's awesome. It's fantastic, actually.
You have to say words.
A great sign that this game is going to be successful is how much Valve has already shown that they care about it. A new balance patch is coming out every few days, and the game gets updated pretty much once a day, sometimes even more often, to fix bugs and improve gameplay. The patches are shifting the balance of a few overtuned characters and abilities, and they added a feature that lets you turn detected cheaters into frogs to lock them in the game before banning them. It's fucking awesome. My dopamine receptors have been absolutely fried by this masterpiece, and I'm hooked in like hard drugs. I highly recommend that everyone at least give it a shot since it won't cost you a dime, and then you can spiral into addiction just like I did. I'm truly only here to drag you all down with me. Hopefully the next video won't take me so long, and until then, I'll see you soon.
Doo-doo on the ass.
Doo-doo on the ass indeed, bro. So true, bestie.
Let's put this one away.
Mike, can I just say I fucking love when
Yeah.
you say that.
Josh did
So-
bring that up,
so true, bestie.
Like, in regular
Yeah.
conversation.
I don't
Thank
know,
you, thank you.
It really gets me.
It just resonates, you know?
Almost as good as cum, you know?
It's almost as funny as cum, dude. Almost.
That's a pretty high bar.
That is a pretty high bar. I respect it. If I can be half as funny as cum, I think that I've succeeded in life. But I'm glad you gave it a shot at 106 made me feel so much better about dropping Lobotomy Corp about halfway because I found it a little too boring for me. Heart emoji. Yeah, that's quite alright. I am here only to love and support you, and I think it's totally fine to drop games you're not having fun with. Very fair. I'm glad that you stopped by to experience the story, though. Dead Branch and Corruption is my favorite thing to happen in any run ever. I've only ever had it happen once, but it was glorious. I love synergistic relics, I love them, I love discarding my entire hand to draw my deck 86 times. I'm just a big fan of this game in general. They've updated the game and you can date Boss Finn now. He's a shark man to those who don't know. Yeah, it was like a free love update or something like that. Can you date multiple people now? I didn't actually read through the patch notes, but I'm thinking of revisiting the game in general because I'm really excited for that DLC actually. I like the shark fellow, and also he seems like he has cool cards and they added new skills. And you know how much I love crashing the economy. Hey man, sorry if I come across as rude, but are you gay?
Yes.